gentlemen, boys and girls, men and women of adult,
everybody else,
age, and everybody else, TV's Joel Rubin. Where's he at? From the Disney Channel, star of Bizaardvark.
Yeah, me and them Paul brothers are real tight.
No, you replaced the Paul brothers.
Oh, right, I forgot.
Yeah, because one Joel Rubin.
Safe internet celebrity.
Yeah.
TV's Joel Rubin.
Welcome to ETC Live. We are blessed to have a sponsor this week, and this week's sponsor, again, is the Google Cloud Platform, which, ironically enough, the news came out today that Apple iCloud is just using Google's cloud platform.
It's the best.
If it's good enough for Apple, it's good enough for you. Looking to move to the cloud? Check out the Google Cloud Platform weekly podcast where Google developer advocates answer questions, get in the weeds, and talk to experts, customers, and partners about the Google Cloud Platform. You're going to click the link below in the description if you want to check it out and subscribe to that podcast, or go to g.co/GC podcast. Now, let's talk about the news.
Woo!
Hello, everyone that's joining us. We see you in the YouTube chat and the Twitch chat. Tight Assets, Kariko, Okami, Scott Evil, Joseph Redner, AVH9, Los Pepes Malos, James Sunderland, Endless Nameless, Dylan Williams, Zachary Perkins. We see you guys chatting. How's it going?
How much are we obligated to acknowledge the chat? Like how often do we break in and be like, oh man, message retracted. That's a great one, Tristan.
We do. Well, with YouTube, there's these things called super chats.
Super chats.
Where they can spend money to get our attention.
Okay.
You want my acknowledgement?
You gotta pay the price.
Did you see the new chat feature rollout today from YouTube?
They did Top Chat.
What?
And they do. You can rewatch it with the live chat.
Yeah,
Something that Twitch has had for a long time.
Yes, of course. Core functionality that's been missing for a long time.
Yeah, but they're
They're catching up.
When they're not having to answer from news organizations about the many discrepancies on their front page, YouTube can actually develop stuff.
For example, Chaos5338 gives us $2. It says, acknowledge me, Joel. And you know what I'm going to say? Money does not go to me. It's not going to me. It's going to ETC. So
well,
I won't
it's not going
acknowledge
to us
anything.
either, so.
Oh, right, yeah.
Your attention is worth exactly
$2. Yeah, $2.
A Jefferson.
Old mate. First live stream, and now I have 80 megabytes of data left.
Whoops.
Get that T-Mobile life.
It's the end of the month, but it's a short month. Come on.
It's a short month, yeah.
That's true. Mm-hmm. It means you got to pay rent faster than you
normally would.
Ordinarily pay rent?
Yeah.
Sucks for all the people who get paid bi-weekly and not on a schedule. Like the 15th and the 1st.
Yes.
Cool. Well, we have some things to talk about, of course. But the big news here, everyone, and it's been a week since it's come out, so we can maybe talk a little bit more spoilery about it, but Elliot has seen Black Panther.
That's right. I did.
What a social hero.
I waited a full week to see it in the dome.
Yeah.
How was it in the dome?
Well, I liked it. Yeah, it was good. I very much enjoyed it. I mean,
go into detail.
So, I mean, like
I'll keep that up in a second.
my general stance on Marvel movies at this point is like, unless it's something interesting and new, I kind of don't give a shit. And it succeeded at being interesting and new.
Yeah.
I thought it was very concisely written. Like there wasn't any wasted moments.
What's your favorite Marvel movie so far?
I mean, it might be this one just because it's fresh in my mind. I just really liked the characters. Killmonger was a great villain.
That's
Great
what I'm
villain.
saying. Yeah, that was my standout for me, was the villain that I could actually not relate to, but understand his motivations.
He's got he's got a point. I really liked like all the dream sequences. Like it just did some shit that like was a little deeper and more thoughtful than I would have expected from a Marvel movie. It got like pretty kind of like there was some definite like socio-political undertones that were done in a way where you can completely ignore them, or you can like really kind of dive deep into them and analyze the movie from that perspective. I really liked it. Also, everyone's skin was very nice.
Yeah.
Every time they do a close-up, I'm like, wow.
Did you see
Which
the
product buttery
using?
smooth?
Did you see the Easter egg with the Wakandan knuckles?
No.
No. Well, that's happening
It's
now
February.
on VR chat.
Yeah,
on
come
VR
on.
chat, they have changed it to Wakandan knuckles,
jeez.
and it runs around saying, "We have taken the power away from the prince."
Wakanda forever.
Yeah.
Wakanda
Chief 68, $5 Canadian. Hello from Toronto.
Was that like a buck
Home
50
of
US?
the Raptors. No, I think they're doing better than us now.
Not doing better. It's closer than it used to be.
Well, now this live show has turned into
Econ chat.
currency exchange. Let's see.
Let's see.
Canadian dollar exchange.
Loony.
Yeah.
The
To U.S.
loon-
dollar. Hello from Toronto.
79
hello back
cents.
from Los Angeles.
Her Majesty's
79 cents.
coinage is worth 79 cents to one of our 100-cent
You know, it
dollars.
peaked. It was dead even around 2013. Dead even.
Wow.
Rio Montague, $10, making
Whoa!
Rio an official producer of the ETC live show.
You own us and our debts.
Been watching since you guys went solo. Just wanted to put a few of my fun bucks towards keeping
Fun
you guys
bucks.
on YouTube. Thank you.
Appreciate fun bucks.
Patreon coming soon. So.
Here's how I felt about Black Panther.
Okay, we want to hear Joel's analysis of Black Panther. We've been waiting for.
Why isn't there a white panther?
Let's
That's what I
have
want.
3 white guys talk about Black Panther for
Yeah.
a minute.
Well, you're a minority.
I mean, in Trump's America, I'm a minority,
Yes.
but not in Los Angeles, home of Hollywood,
Not
California.
in show business.
Yeah. Let's dive into the Joel hole.
I really loved. I loved it a lot. I
Yeah.
thought it was the best plot of any of the Marvel movies so far. Like the character motivations actually made sense this time. Everyone did things for a reason. It was all internally logical, which is really important to me. The visual style of the entire movie is fucking unbelievably rich and textured and beautiful and nuanced and oh my god.
Yeah, we'll get to that.
The one thing I thought was lacking was the action sequences, while some of them
Yeah.
were like cool, did not up the ante in the way that they have been continually upping the ante. Like there were
Yeah.
some cool moments. Like the car chase was cool. The rhino was cool. The literal fight in a literal underground railroad was cool.
Yeah.
But
Oh, shit.
I didn't even fucking realize that.
you guys need to expand your minds.
Yeah.
Yeah, I did notice like there was a lot of cutting. It seemed like they didn't put a whole lot of money into choreography and stunts.
Ryan Coogler's an amazing director, but this is his first action movie, and
I mean,
I
he
get,
made
like,
a movie about fighting.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
Well, that's true. That's true. That's true. But it wasn't an action movie, though.
yeah.
I do think that, because, so when you have Black Panther in the suit, there was less of that because
And he looked very computer generated.
Well, yeah, that was, so that's the.
Yeah,
Anytime
like
he was like jumping,
They
it
look
was
like
just
rubber boys.
Yeah. He was, like,
But yeah, when
Stretch
there was the
Armstrong.
actual like fighting between people who weren't in CGI suits, they're wearing ridiculous, like crazy heavy, very intricate costumes, and I understand why it would be a problem to have a free-flowing fight scene while you're dressed up as
It's true.
Killmonger or.
There was one moment in the last finale battle in the outside part of the battle where I forget who it was. One of the lady warriors.
Yeah.
I can't.
King's
I'm
God?
not going to pronounce their name correctly, but you could see that it was just like leggings with a printed. But I think that was just because the lighting was a little bit off. But everything else was like awesome.
Yeah.
I loved it so much. The only disappointing thing to me was like the action ante didn't get upped. But everything else, like I want to watch it again. I'm excited about it.
I'm sure that whatever sequel they come out with will be great now that they've established these characters even more so than in Civil War. Go ahead.
Would you watch a standalone Shuri movie?
Who is she? The sister?
The tech?
The sister.
Yeah, absolutely.
Well, she's great.
She's
She was in
She's the Tony Stark of Wakanda.
It took me the whole movie to realize it, but she was in an episode of Black Mirror.
Okay.
The final one where she goes to the museum. But yeah, she was great.
Yeah.
I could have done without the "what are those" joke, but
It killed in my screening. It killed.
Yeah.
People
I was
loved
like,
it.
dead meme.
Yeah.
But whatever.
Well, they got
she
the
was very
Wakanda
charming.
knuckles in there for the hot memes.
Yeah.
So it wasn't really in it.
Just her panther knuckles.
Yeah,
those are her Wakanda knuckles.
I did appreciate. I was like, how are they gonna make me sympathize with a monarchy, with like a line of succession and all of that?
Yeah.
And they made me appreciate it.
A city that built a wall around itself to keep out.
By showing that whoever is the king, while they are in charge, is just getting constantly razzed by everyone around him.
Yeah.
Like,
Not doing a
okay,
good
I
job.
get it.
Yeah.
This is.
It's a small country.
Yeah.
It's a small country.
Yeah, the motivations of the people beneath him as well. Like
He's got like 500 aunties and sisters who are always like, T'Challa, come on.
Come on,
better
T'Challa. Come on.
Of course, we do have to get to the biggest donation of the day. Johnny Partain's $1 donation.
Woo!
Thank you, Johnny Partain.
Good job, Johnny.
Thank you very much for that. But also right below that, DJ_229, who I
Wiki,
assume
wiki.
is a disc jockey from area code 229.
What is 229? Let me look that up.
$100.
What?
Executive producer status.
Is that
just gonna
official? Is that official?
Yeah, just gonna slide this in your pocket is what he said. 20 Mexican dollars from
It's
Cougar
the
Androth.
southwest quadrant of Georgia.
There you go.
Wow.
Valdosta.
Hey, Valdosta. I lived there and moved away because
Why? It's a lovely place with people who give you lots of money. Don't forget. So what are you going to say about Valdosta?
what I'll say about
Beautiful place.
Valdosta is that one kid got murdered. He got rolled up in the
yeah.
gym mat. But also, it's a college town, and I was just outside of college age and felt like I was old there. Also, I was trapped there because I was working for a band that was recording there. And one day I was driving the van to go pick them up, and I just like had an epiphany of, if I don't leave this town now, I'll be here forever. So that was motivation enough.
And now you're a big Hollywood movie star.
Yeah. But let's get to the $20 Mexican donation. Cougar Andra slipping these through the wall. Saludos. Thank you very much. Theo Barr, who always pops in. $2. Joel just shilling Lord Disney. When's your show coming back on Disney?
Every time I talk to anybody who's connected with the show, or people at Disney, like, oh yeah, no, that show, everyone loves that show. It's coming back, but nobody knows when.
Yeah.
So the last I heard is that it might be coming back in 2019.
2019.
Yeah.
Wow.
What? Parker's
So
gonna
Parker's
be like
gonna be 50 years
45.
old. I know.
Yeah.
I know. I don't know if that's true or not, but someone told me that they're trying to figure out what the actual programming is going to be on that channel, and that's what.
You know, he's probably in like cutthroat negotiations.
Oh yeah, no, he's a real hardballer.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Parker plays, Disney pays. That's what he should go into every meeting.
Yeah.
Oh
my God.
The Go Hank. Oh my God. The Go Hank. 50 kroner. Elliot, take the money and buy some Swedish. I don't know what that word is.
Probably the N-word.
Yeah, it might be.
I can't
It
see
might
it from
be.
here.
I can't. Yeah, I don't know.
Well, you know.
Thanks for the donation.
I think it's a reference to how there's a like candy or like a confection in Sweden that had a very racist name for a long time.
Yeah, they did. I think in England they still have one of them that has a racist name.
Yeah, well, and they also have that Yorkie bar that's like, no women. You can't eat it. Yeah, every shop owner, you do not sell this Yorkie
Chocolate
bar.
is too big and too delicious for tiny, delicate women teeth.
Yeah, it's too sweet for you, hon.
No Diet Dr. Peppers either.
But that's funny, though, because now they denied it because people were upset, but they were going to have Lady Doritos. And the boys can't have the Lady Doritos.
I kind of thought that, so I heard this. Let's talk about the Lady Doritos. Have y'all
This
have
is
y'all
a great
covered
topic.
this?
Hold
Yeah.
on, really quick. Hold your Lady Doritos
Yeah.
rant. Echo again, $5. Great show. Been watching for years. This is a twofer. What do you think of the? I'll get to this. We are going to talk about the Joel McHale show. Also, what's your favorite SNES game? I'll write that down so I don't forget it. Adam Coates, 5 pounds. Alonzo Jenkins. I don't know what's higher than executive producer. But I guess Alonzo Jenkins is now the president of ETC Live.
Yeah, the president.
$300.
That's absurd.
From Alonzo Jenkins. Your shows are great. Have a wonderful day.
That is
Fucking
ridiculous.
Christ. KY, $20. You guys are amazing. Keep striving. Much love from Memphis. Thank you. Jay Chancellor, $10. My past super chats were ignored. Hopefully we'll catch this one. Wubba lubba dub dub. Just had to add that.
Did you get the sauce? The sauce is out, guys.
Oh yeah, the sauce is out. I'm gonna go there for lunch.
Yeah, McDonald's is right down the
Wow.
street.
Make
Yeah.
a plan to go to McDonald's for lunch.
And then Gareth Brining, 25 pounds. Hope this helps keep the lights on a little bit longer, guys. Just if not, just beer. I love your content. Keep up the good work. And then of course Kikoa, $5. You guys are awesome. Thank you very much. Now Joel, let me write this SNES thing.
Y'all are
Joel,
so awesome.
Give
Yeah,
me
your
the
audience is fucking awesome.
give me the Lady Dorito rant that you've been
All right.
bottled. It's been bottled up for so long.
It's been 2 weeks here. So 2 weeks ago, I was listening to one of my favorite little podcasts. It's called Freakonomics, and they had the CEO of PepsiCo on, and she was talking about here's all the different research that we're doing right now. And one of the fun things about being CEO, she said, is I'm not an expert in
lady
everything.
CEO?
A lady CEO.
Well, I guess it is 2018, Joel.
I've seen it all.
She was like, I'm not an expert in everything, but what's really fun for me is going down to the lab and talking to the scientists down there because I have a background in science. I have a background in science. She did her undergrad, I think, in chemistry or something,
Yeah.
and seeing what they're cooking up. And here are some of the things that we're looking at. Here's an example. It's these Doritos that, men love Doritos. They like to crunch them and they like to snack on them. And women, they're a little bit more timid when it comes to how they eat them. And so she went on like this for a little bit and talking about...
Is that true, though?
Their market research tells them this.
She's a woman. You can't question
First-hand
her.
experience.
I guess so, yeah.
So she
puts
went on
on
and she
gloves.
talked about like the market research they had done and like how they're sort of approaching this. And she didn't say we're coming out with the product, and she didn't say it's we're gonna call it Lady Doritos.
Yeah.
And one newspaper listened to that interview, and I was like, oh, that's kind of compelling. I'm interested to see what they come out with, like whatever. One newspaper caught it and made a clickbait headline.
Yeah.
Genius.
And it fucking blew up. And now PepsiCo's got to be like, whoa, our lady CEO went out and said something that we weren't ready for her to say.
These broads just mouthed
We're
off.
definitely not. We're not rolling out Lady Doritos. And then
Hoisted by her own petard.
then
Her
the-
own pantsuit.
The third wave was a lot of people saying, well, what's such a terrible idea about targeting products to markets? Like it's dumb that you can't target products to market.
Do you remember the Bic pens for women?
I do. They were pink, right?
Yeah, and the Amazon reviews were some of the best amateur anonymous internet comedy in the history of the internet.
Well, I'll look them up.
But the difference between those is that was the same product with a different color. It was not like Bic pens. It wasn't like that they had designed a pen for a more slender feminine grasp, which doesn't not make sense to me.
Feminine grasp.
Like fucking full disclosure, when I go buy watch straps for new watch straps, I have to buy a lot of lady watch straps because I've got little baby wrists. So I think it's okay to have products marketed to different segments of the market.
Yeah.
Well, Joel, you got the job. You are the president of PepsiCo now.
You did it.
I'm canceling all Mountain Dew lines.
Oh, yeah. Well, you
You're
just
making
made
a whole
lot of enemies.
generation of boys impotent.
Yeah.
Yes!
With that yellow 5.
I am very excited about your excitement about Lady Doritos. I know that you're crushed that they took them off the market. Much like your watch straps.
I want to crunch a little bit less, and I want to lick my fingers a little bit less.
Well, they should start selling gloves.
Yeah,
for
Dorito gloves.
I saw those on Amazon a couple weeks ago.
They have Dorito gloves?
They're like finger condoms that you put. It's like a finger claw condom that you go in and you can touch the Dorito. And
Everyone knows that
fingers.
real Dorito boys, they lick the chip and then they just throw it away.
I like the inside of the bag. I just
Apparently, it's popular in some places to eat the Flamin' Hot Cheetos with chopsticks.
Yeah, no, so one of those like dumb life hacks on the internet is you take your bag, and then you open up the bag, and you take the bottom like pointy ends right here, you fold them in, because when you fold those in, it makes a perfect round bottom, and it sits up on its own, all these potato chip bags, and then you eat them with chopsticks.
how civilized.
It's the most civilized way to eat Cheetos and Doritos.
Believe it.
We've got a couple chats.
Oh,
I
we do.
think
Okay,
missed.
good. Old mate, 2 New Zealand dollars. Love y'all work. Here's a paltry 2 New Zealand pesos. Oops. That got shrunk when it shouldn't have. All right. Fucking laptop, goddamn things. Just trying to see something that I'm not missing. Okay, here we go. Soblice, $5. Shout out the High Lord Shivy in chat. Shivy is active in both the Twitch and...
He's staging a coup.
Oh, DG229 changed his name to producer of EBC Podcast. DJ229, $50.
My God.
Celebrating my producer status. Thank you very much, DJ229. That's hilarious. And then we also had, let's see here, JC Garcia, $2. I understand, for I too have baby wrists.
Thank you, JC Garcia.
And Alto Volte, Ricky, why don't you grow a beard? Because I can't. If I did use minoxidil or something to grow a beard, I would look like Eminem. And as we all know, Eminem looks bad
He
with
looks
a beard.
ridiculous.
Yeah.
What are you doing?
He
man?
looks like a bad Just for Men hair commercial.
It's like Michael Jackson. He got like a beard transplant.
Yeah.
Later in his life, and it looked fucking absurd.
He did?
Yeah.
I don't remember that at all.
He had this ridiculous goatee for a certain period, like right before his death.
Like 2004.
Yeah, and it's because he had gotten a surgery in his 20s to laser remove all the hair follicles from his face, and then later decided, I'm 50 years old. I would like to grow a beard now, and had them add new hair follicles to his face, but only in the exact pattern of a goatee.
Oh
Yeah.
my God.
It looked very strange.
It's so sad.
I tried to grow a mustache for the Movember, and I did it for the whole month, and you could still barely see it. It made me look like a Lester. It made me look like a real creep. Like it was just like if you looked in the light the right way, you could see it.
It was also too far above the
You're
lip.
still a young boy.
No, I'm not.
You'll
I'm
grow
very
it
old.
in.
I'm as old as Jesus.
You'll grow it in.
And he had
true.
a full beard.
I wasn't really able to grow a full beard until like 3 years ago, and I'm solidly in my
But you
mid
got,
late
like,
30s.
alopecia too.
I did. It was real bad.
Yeah.
It took over like my entire
you were
like chin
There's
area,
some weird
jaw.
spots in there.
What the hell? I'm trying to find.
There was a few more super chats.
Yeah, there were.
No, I think we got through all of them.
No, you
Keep
definitely
scrolling.
did not.
No, down.
That's it. Told you.
Oh, wait, did you get the recent one?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I got DJ229 and
Never
all that.
mind.
I'm
there
trying
was
to find
someone
these
before
Bic
DJ.
reviews. Let me see. Bic Crystal for her.
Tell me
Wait,
about
I'm gonna read all of them because I went straight to the 1 stars, but I bet all of them are great.
it. Okay.
Yeah, the 5-star ones are great.
Finally! Here you go, Elliot. I'll let you read this one. From Tracy Bartel. These are reviews for when Bic pens made a pen specifically for her.
Finally, someone has answered my gentle prayers and finally designed a pen that I can use all month long. I use it when I'm swimming, riding a horse, walking on the beach, and doing yoga. It's comfortable, leak-proof, non-slip, and makes me feel so feminine and pretty. Since I've begun using these pens, men have found me more attractive and approachable. It has given me soft skin and manageable hair, and has really given me the self-esteem I needed to start a book club and flirt with the bag boy at my local market.
Yeah.
My drawings of kittens and ponies have improved, and now I'm writing my last name hyphenated with the Robert Pattinson's last name. I really believe he may someday marry me. I'm positively giddy. Those smart men in marketing have come up with a pen that my lady parts can really identify with.
5 stars.
5 stars. That's a good review. I take it sincerely.
Chief 68, 5 Canadian dollars. Oh, wait.
Speaking of Black Panther, it's crushing the box office. 700 million worldwide already for
Yeah.
Black Panther. Doing great. Alto Volte again. Did you guys see Ronda Rousey body slam Triple H through a table last night?
Is that what she's doing now?
She's in the WWE.
Yeah, I didn't see
Dave
it
Ostrich
because
saw it. He
I
was
think
there
wrestling is a sport for cretins and morons.
Oh.
No,
okay.
that's not true.
Oh,
I don't
oh.
think that's actually true. That's just an on-brand thing for me to say.
Another Bic pen review. Great fit, but I have a question. I see this comes in a sleek design, but as a full-figured woman, do these pens come in curvy and carefree? Perhaps I'd buy these pens, but I probably need my father's or husband's permission first, like I do with all my financial decisions. My husband says I don't need them. These pens fit perfect right in my hands, but hubby feels they are unnecessary since he writes all the checks.
Let me see. I want to see this product. I want to see what the product looks like.
Oh, mercy. Oh, mercy
Wait,
me.
I want to actually see an image of this thing.
Here, I'll show you.
They're just like
I had it
pink.
up on another.
yeah.
Yeah. They're like they come in all kinds of like pastel colors.
No, but is it just colors, or is it also like
They're slick. They're sleek.
Oh, it's
Yeah, look at this.
it's just the same pin in a different color. This is my whole point.
It's a sleek design, though.
No, but it's not a
It's a
sleek design.
gentler design.
It's
It's easy to grip.
It's not easier. They have that pin already. This is just
But
a
these
different.
are for her.
Oh, okay.
The other pens are for him.
This is my problem. But this was my problem with it. Is it's just the same pin marketed towards women with a different color. I have no problem when you have a different product that is marketed towards different people. No one freaks out because we have different deodorants for men and women.
The deodorant.
How am I the one arguing for the separation of gender products on this podcast?
If you got
You got
stinky,
a real Milo Yiannopoulos over here.
if you got stinky pits, the women's deodorant actually works a lot better.
Yeah.
It's pH balance just for all of us.
Yes.
The women's deodorant, because it's so shameful for a woman to smell, the women's deodorant just like, it just absorbs the shit out of the scent.
yeah.
The men's deodorant lets a little bit out. The
Yeah.
pheromones.
Yes.
I do an aluminum-free
Gotta
deodorant.
keep-
I don't like giving that crust on my shirts, so it's very natural.
Ah. Well, if you're ever in a pinch, I learned this when I was extremely poor and living on a couch. Just put rubbing alcohol on your armpits.
Yeah.
It burns because it's working.
But it kills the bacteria? Is
Yeah,
that
it
what
kills the
happens?
bacteria.
Jeremy Wildman.
Wild man.
10 Canadian loonies for keeping these doctors informed. Love the news. Keep up the great work.
Yeah.
Word.
Rageaholic Senior, $2. Has anyone had a boner at the worst possible time?
We've all done the old lift and tuck into the belt.
I was a child once.
Yeah. Yeah, no, you tuck it into your belt.
Now, why don't you come up here and tell the class, nah.
Now,
Miss Dover, I have a raging heart on.
Let me just grab my backpack first.
Yeah.
That was the worst.
You walk like this. No,
Luckily,
you tuck it into the belt. That's how you do it.
I
Unless
was
it's
a
like a
middle
micro
schooler
penis.
in the 90s, luckily, when everyone wore like really
Baggy.
baggy everything.
Yeah.
You can't hide a boner in baggy pants, though, really.
Depends on how baggy your pants are.
And how
my
hard your
friend.
dick is.
Okay.
You tuck it into your belt. Although kids these days, they don't wear belts.
No, they're not allowed at schools.
They're,
Wait,
they're
really?
unrefined. Wait, really?
What?
You can't wear a belt to school?
They're a hanging erotic
I think you're lying.
asphyxiation danger
So they don't want kids jerking off with
with belts.
With belts?
in schools.
That's the reason?
I think
That's
you're
the
thinking
reason.
of prison. Although prisons and schools,
You say
Same
one.
thing.
soon to be the same thing once we get those teachers all armed and
Yeah,
locked
ready
and
to
loaded.
go.
All right,
Yeah.
what are we
Anyways,
talking about next? Let's move
we
on.
read some 5-star reviews for the big pens. Let's read some 1-star.
Juan Ortiz, $5. Thank you, Juan.
Thank you. Here's some 1-star reviews. People that didn't like the product. Thanks a lot. I used one of these pens post-hysterectomy, and my uterus grew back. Thanks a whole hell of a lot, Vic. 1 star from M, missing the batteries. I can't find a switch to turn it on, and it didn't come with batteries. This is not the for her product I was expecting at all. Gender exclusive language from ADB, 1 star. If you're going to make a pen for her, please refrain from calling it a ball pen. We're confused enough. Yeah, size matters. I hate to admit, ladies, but let's be honest here. Size matters. The length was workable, but unfortunately not much like my last boyfriend. 1 millimeter of girth isn't enough.
Cute.
Yeah.
My second favorite Amazon review page was for sugar-free Haribo bears, because they
Give you diarrhea or whatever?
yeah the whatever like artificial sweetener they used, it was just apparently just would make people shit, like just have explosive diarrhea.
Yeah.
So the reviews.
There's like a bag challenge, like you eat the whole thing, and yeah.
How long until you think Amazon? All right, so by accepting Amazon's terms of service, you are basically giving your reviews to Amazon for
Yeah.
any use that they want to use. Like it's their website.
Right.
How long until some enterprising young gentle person at Amazon decides to print up the best of Amazon reviews as a book that they then sell through Amazon?
Well, that's they have the Amazon movie reviews.
What is that?
This is what I got off Amazon today. This is not an Amazon sponsored
Is that
joke.
a hand sanitizer?
It's you spray it on things to get your animals to not fuck with it. I mean,
Ooh.
that's what they say.
Does it
Give
work
me-
for
give me-
dogs?
It works for dogs and cats.
I don't know. I tried something like that for my dogs. It did not.
Bitter lemon spray.
We got a shrub, and there's like fake moss in it, and the cats keep dragging it everywhere. So
Can I spray this on my tomatoes so that the raccoons don't eat them?
I don't think you can eat the tomato afterwards.
Well,
It
I'll
tastes like a
wash
lemon.
it, you know?
No, you just rub
Just
it under
wash
water.
it.
Shake well.
I just wash
Works on dogs, cats, rabbits, and ferrets, but nothing else.
it. No
Well,
no
ferrets aren't
raccoons?
legal in California, so no
there you
can
go.
do there.
Ah, shit, it has alcohol in it. Nice. Pop the top on that.
Smell like.
It smells like lemon. It's
Yeah, actually,
bitter lemon
I'm
spray.
curious too.
Let's see if it'll keep Joel off the show. Spray it in the chair.
Ooh, there's a lot of alcohol in there.
Yeah.
Let's do
Cats,
it.
they don't like alcohol.
Let's do it.
You want to try some?
You can taste
It's
it.
non-toxic.
It's pretty bitter.
Okay, I'll try some.
It's really bitter.
It's like a limoncello.
It's non-toxic.
Yeah, it's like a delicious Danny DeVito limoncello.
It has to be non-toxic for the cats. So.
Oh God, yeah, and it sticks around for a while too. It's not pleasant.
Oh.
Yeah,
You want to try some?
I mean, if we're all trying it.
Oh.
yeah. I gotta take a little bit.
Oh
of
my God! It does linger. The linger is the worst part.
You have to let it linger.
Wait, hold on. I'm just gonna spray it in my mouth.
Yeah, just give it a little banaka.
You're gonna get a lot
This
more
is a
than we
real
did.
bad idea.
It is non-toxic.
It doesn't matter if it's not toxic.
Ugh. Ugh. Tastes like a like a Nintendo Switch cartridge.
It certainly does.
Yeah,
That's
it
why
does.
they
It tastes
spray
like
them with.
yeah, like alcohol and chemicals.
Oh.
Bitter and it does linger too.
Yeah. Oh, it'll stick around. I gotta have some coffee. Some other
Jerry
bitter stuff.
Dickerson asked if it's like deer urine. It's not like deer urine. It tastes like lemon at first, and then it's just bitter.
Like a lemon that. Oh God! If you drink water, it just spreads it around.
No,
Yeah.
I'm drinking that. You gotta get the coffee. Coffee is what's gonna kill
It's
it.
fading now for me, but
I like how people tuned into ETC Live today and we're like, yeah, Black Panther, Joel's here, and also we're gonna drink spray that keeps animals away from things.
It will keep me away.
Yeah, keep me away
Daniel
from
Yegi, 20 euros. Way to go, guys! You just started a new internet challenge.
Yeah, the bitter
Oh,
lemon
no.
challenge. See if you can beat us in the bitter lemon challenge.
yeah,
Oh God. Yeah, if I was a dog, I'd stay the fuck away from chewing on anything with that on it.
that's
Yeah.
awful. Actually,
Ugh.
that might help me. That might keep me from biting my fingernails. If I spray this all over my nails.
Oh, guys, it.
I like this comment from
It won't
Krista
stop.
Marie. Oh my God, I can't keep up with the chat and the stream. They're eating cat spray, and I don't know why ferrets are illegal. We're so sorry. Let's get into some questions. There wasn't like too many like crazy news stories this week. It was the end of the Olympics. The men's curling team won, and they got shade thrown by Delta. They were like, "Hey, we won gold. How about some upgrades for the flight home?" They're like, "Hey, congrats on the gold. Sorry,
Yeah.
but we'll be happy to see you on the flight."
Yeah.
Which is what happens to everyone the first time they
Oh
ask for upgrades.
shit! Looks like we got an interloper.
Uh-oh, Shibby's in here.
know
Oh,
my
Shibby, you're
face?
going to try the cat spray? Yeah, I need it. Guys, Shibby
Just
is
spray
here.
it in
and
your
he's-
mouth.
Get on the camera though.
Really, a little dab will do you, Shibby.
Yeah, just
it
get
is
a drop.
extremely just
Like on the
noxious.
finger or what?
Yeah.
I just
feeling
sprayed
the
my
finger.
hand and then licked it.
Hey, at least you won't have a problem with cats on your hand later, Elliot.
Oh God, it's like
That's plenty. That's
is.
Yeah, that's
plenty.
more than enough. No, don't smell
lick
it.
Just lick it.
Yo, boy, that's a lot.
Okay, I'm getting like a lemon initially. Things are turning different.
We were going to talk about wine.
There are
but
notes
Shibby
of
fucking shoves
terrible-
Nintendo cartridges in his mouth all the time.
Oh, this is bad.
It sticks around for a
Yeah,
long
yeah.
time.
It is getting worse in my mouth.
All right, yeah. If we get a $500 donation, we'll finish the bottle between the.
It's like-
no,
No,
no, we won't do
no.
It's like rotten medicine.
that.
Yeah.
We should leave a review on this, but not as if it works for animals, but how it tasted. Like 1 star. It's too bitter.
I was expecting something a little bit more like lemon sweet.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I wanted to spray it on my stuff.
Pour enough sugar in there, you might have something.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Oh God. Anyway.
Wait. You were the Delta, the Olympics. You were saying there's not a lot of news. There was a lot of news last week. There was almost too much news.
Last week there was, not over the weekend.
That's true. Yeah, not over the week.
$5 from Big Daddy Metal. Finally caught you guys live while I'm on vacation. Here's a little something from a fellow Florida boy.
Hey.
I love your icon too. His icon is Sheriff Buford T. Justice from Smokey and the Bandit.
Nice.
Oh shit, $5. Kevin Stempian. Get some Miracle Berries tablets from Amazon and see if that makes the cat spray taste good.
I've always
tried
wanted
those.
to try the Miracle
What
Berries.
are the miracle? Tell me about the miracle berries.
They're like these things that they basically turn off the bitterness receptors on your tongue.
Yeah.
Are they
So you
actual,
can eat anything and
Are they berries?
No, they're like it's,
Gummies or-
yeah,
It's
they're
a-
like
it's a
like little
chemical-
candies. But yeah, it somehow blocks you from being able to taste bitter.
It
and
tastes sweet.
sour.
Yeah.
So you can you take these and get your.
You
tongue
can
all
suck a
coated.
lemon,
Yeah,
and
you
it'll
can
taste
just
delicious.
bite into a lemon and it's like, oh my god, it tastes like.
I've done it. It
lemonade.
works, but it also the problem is when I did it, it was like, of course, it was Rick Mendoza who was passing it around, who like
course.
would show up with those things and then a can of like fake poop to spray somewhere and be like, guys, see, it's a prank. But so we tried it, and it was like, yeah, you know what? These limes. He went and got some limes, like it was limes from the bar, and he's like, now suck the lime. And I'm like, yeah, it doesn't taste sour. That's cool. But we were at a bar, so I immediately like grabbed my beer and I'm like,
How does
wow,
beer
this
taste?
tastes like shit. And so
Oh.
for the rest of the night, everything I drank tasted like shit.
What did the beer taste like?
Like shit. It just tasted. It didn't taste good.
Yeah, because you need the bitterness for
Yeah.
the beer. It's one of its.
What did did it taste like poo, or what did it taste
No,
like?
it tasted like
Was it like super sweet?
if you
Because
did
all-
like an IPA, it would taste like a barley wine,
Oh.
like just super sweet.
That's interesting.
Yeah.
I'd be curious. I would be into that, I think.
Rio Montague about to get $5. About to get that sauce. I promise not to have a meltdown if it's there. He's talking about the Szechuan sauce,
Yeah.
not the bitter sauce.
Yeah.
This is not a sauce. This is a, a pet deterrent.
Yeah.
Do not eat.
Does
Does it have a warning on it?
Well, probably.
It might, but it is non-toxic, guys. Come on.
Yeah, because the pets are gonna for sure chew on it
Yeah.
at first.
Yeah, they're gonna want to try it just like we did. We're morbidly curious. We do have some Q&A questions.
Avoid eye contact or ingestion.
Oh, whoops.
Avoid. It doesn't say you
Whoops.
can't. It
Yeah.
just says like,
There's alcohol in mouthwash.
yeah, you put it in your mouth.
Yeah. Sometimes you swallow a little bit.
Here's a
get
good one to
nice buzz.
kick off a nice conversation. John Johnson, this is from our Twitter account. If you want to ask a question on our Twitter account, there's a thread there for it. John Johnson at JD7. We don't have to do 5, but we should all go around and try to pick one. Top 5 boring Saturday afternoon movies. So if you're not a boring movie, but if you're on if it's a Saturday, you're bored, you want to catch a movie that stands the test of time. What one do you go to, Joel?
Typically, I'll just pull something up on Netflix, and honestly, like almost anything in the MCU will stand. Like is like a boring Saturday. Like, yeah, I'll watch that.
Yeah.
It used to be Lord of the Rings, although I'm keeping those for special occasions. 'Cause I kind of overdosed on Lord of the Rings. And
Yeah,
I
watch
don't
them over
wanna
Christmas
overdose.
now.
Yeah.
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 I go the old school route, mid-afternoon shitty horror movies. Always, the one that sticks out in my mind, and we talk about it a lot on this show because it's highly underrated, but Nothing But Trouble is my go-to. Like, anytime I want to freak someone out, like, just put Nothing But Trouble on if they haven't seen it. You haven't seen Nothing But Trouble?
Oh, it is a
It is
work
a movie
of art
written, directed, and produced entirely on cocaine.
I'm
by
not.
Dan Aykroyd.
Yeah,
I'm-
and Chevy
oh.
Chase.
It's a horror movie.
And
It's
Demi Moore's
it's not
in it.
sure really what it is. It's a comedy, but it's also absolutely horrifying.
When I was a kid, it was horrifying.
It's a total mess.
John Candy plays like 5 roles in it. He
All right.
plays a.
You're kind of selling me on this.
No, it's a great bad
Is
movie.
it a great?
Yes.
It's terrible.
It's a good bad movie.
The movie looks like it broke the finance department.
It raises the question: how did this get made? More than maybe any other movie.
Is
I've
it
seen.
like one of those Adam Sandler movies where it's like we're just gonna get some friends together for
No.
the weekend
No,
and like
it's like
throw
it-
together some shit?
It's like if Adam Sandler like took acid and made a movie, a bad movie.
It's when you see the set design and the
Right.
props and the makeup and everything, it will confuse you more than any movie has ever confused you, because it was like they were coming off of the success of like Blues Brothers at the time, I believe, and Dan Aykroyd's like, I want to make a horror movie, and I'm assuming that
And he's a weirdo. He's like a conspiracy nut. Like
I think he's like
supernatural.
fully. I think he is like straight up autistic too. Like, or at
Maybe.
least I think.
I'm not going to
Asperger's.
diagnose him actually. No.
64 nerd with the classic line from the movie, "You drive a BMW, act like it." They're trying to outrun the cops. So there's a town in New Jersey called Vulcanvania, and it's like off the map. It's like how they have those towns in Pennsylvania that are old like mining towns that flames just erupt from the ground.
Yeah.
So this is that. The whole town
Centralia.
collapsed, and like there's one family that remained, and he's judge, jury, police, everything, and it's Dan Aykroyd as an old man, and he has a penis for a nose. John Candy plays his single daughter. He also plays
The chief of police.
The chief of police. Does he play Bubba or whatever? The two fat kids. There's like twin fat babies that are like 30.
those guys
but
are
they're
the
babies.
most disturbing.
They're just
characters.
covered in slime.
Yeah.
Is it enjoyable and funny
Yes.
anyway?
I don't know. It's kind of sickening. Like, I wouldn't eat while watching it.
I don't think I would. I don't think I'd be so I don't like. Here's Joel Rubin fact. I don't like scary movies. It's
not scary.
So here, yeah. So I don't think I would be scared by it in general because it's Dan. Like you can't ever get away from the fact that you're watching Dan Aykroyd and John Candy and Chevy Chase and
Yes.
whoever else is
Yeah.
in it. Yeah.
And they're all at the top of their game in this.
Yeah.
The movie's called, if you're wondering what we're off about, Nothing But Trouble. You should go. I don't know where you could even buy it, but you should definitely rent it or find it.
I'll
Just
check
go to
the
your local
availability right now.
blockbuster.
Go to the-
Blockbuster Plan Pla.
You know who probably has it? Your local library.
Oh yeah.
They've got everything.
Check
Guys,
it out.
What if we had a Netflix for books?
Wait a minute. Would you call it Bookflix?
They have
And
that.
get this. What if we made it absolutely free?
Wait, what?
Oh, it's called The Library.
Right.
Yeah.
Let's do the. Can we get the sponsored ad up really quick? We got to do the mid-roll really quick before we get into more Q&A, and we'll get Elliot's Saturday movie.
I don't have one. I don't. Like I don't rewatch things generally.
Hold
It's
that
very weird.
thought. Sponsored ad. Looking to move to the cloud? Don't know where to begin? Check out the Google Cloud Platform Weekly podcast, where Google developer advocates Melanie Werrick and Mark Mandel answer questions, get in the weeds, and talk about GCP teams, customers, and partners, and about best practices. From security to machine learning and more, hear from technologists all across Google about trends and cool things happening with their technology. There's a link in the description below to subscribe to the podcast, or you can just go to g.co/GCP podcast. So you don't have a movie that you rewatch every once in a while just to rewatch it?
Not really. Like yeah, if I'm planning on not paying a whole lot of attention, I'll put on something like the toys that the toys we love
yeah,
or whatever,
yeah.
like something like that. That's like just kind of fluff.
I had for the first time in like 3 weeks, I had an entire day to do absolutely nothing yesterday, and rather than doing the errands and chores I should have done, I did absolutely nothing. Played Civ Rise and Fall
Yeah.
for like 9 hours
Yeah,
yesterday.
it's easy for that. How do you like the new loyalty mechanic?
I
Have
love
you got
it.
you get any cities to flip?
Hell yes, I have.
I love it. It's so satisfying.
But I just put on the new Queer Eye on my second
Oh,
screen,
yeah,
and I just
yeah, yeah.
watched that. And that was my Sunday go-to.
Yeah.
watch.
For Joel, Hewitt, thanks for the $1 super chat. People are saying that it is available on YouTube, but here I'm going to show Joel the trailer. The trailer for Joel.
Oh, you're gonna get demonetized.
No, we're not going to show it on the thing, but
Wait,
if
you're
you want to
gonna-
watch along, there's a
You
trailer
just showed
online.
it after the show. We gotta entertain
No,
the
I want you to
people.
see this.
Oh
Is
yes.
this what you want to see? Oh,
Demi Moore. Ow. Looking good. Oh, yeah, bitter lemon spray.
Hey, you just passed the Garden State Parkway South.
Don't worry, I'll get you there. Demi Moore.
uh-oh.
Oh no, cop.
Enthralling content.
Driver, step outside the car, please.
This is slow.
Candy. Read 'em. Yeah, that's
This is the 90s.
Lower back, please.
This is the 80s.
This is 91 actually.
91, yeah.
Not today, sir. This may be Vulcanvania, but it is still America. Wouldn't mind when you just write a ticket here, or we could could sell it some other way, perhaps.
That's not the way things work around here.
Oh no.
What is this place?
Revolving District Court for the Village and Shire of Vulcanvania is now in order. The Honorable
How have you never seen this, Joel?
He doesn't have a penis for a nose.
Oh, he does in one scene.
Put out that dog rocket!
Dog rocket.
So sorry.
Hey, you know, you and I ought to spend a little more time together.
I'd like that.
Would you? Welcome.
This
to
is
the last
terrible.
resort. You look pretty this evening, sister. Doing something different with your hair? Where something's always cooking.
This trailer's terrible.
Hawaiian Punch.
You're some good friends. Okay, let's eat.
None of this makes any sense.
Where someone.
Oh yeah, he plays with not
The Time?
no. It's the one that Tupac was in.
Policy. What's house
Something underground.
Oh, yeah. Digital Underground?
Digital Underground. They make an appearance and play a full
I
set.
can't tell what's happening if you guys shutting up about it.
You're not going to get it either way.
Have you seen Haunted Honeymoon?
No.
Oh my god.
Kiss your bride.
No, not in front of all these people, Your Honor.
Now, all they got was nothing but trouble.
When
This trailer really does
yeah,
not
does
scratch
it doesn't
the
sell it.
surface
It doesn't
of-
sell it.
It's
When they execute people, they put them on a roller coaster.
The Bone Crusher?
The Bone Crusher. They put
Don't
them on a
tell-
roller
why
coaster.
Are you spoiling the movie for me?
Okay. Anyways, it's
Don't
a roller coaster
spoil
that
it
kills them.
for me.
Any plans to jump ship to Facebook like Dankfire from Big Chop? No, we will never go to Facebook.
Fuck Facebook.
Hute, $2. Nice NMDs, Ricky. You're young Kanye. Thanks. My socks are cool too. They got them from Dana brought them back from Sweden.
Are those little horsies?
Yeah, there's some kind of like Swedish
Little horsies.
thing. Back to the questions though. Let's see here. Oh, we had the one from the super chat. Favorite SNES game?
All right.
Donkey
man.
Kong Country.
Yeah, that's a good one.
Yeah, I mean,
I just replayed through that. It still holds up. It's great.
fucking
it's
great game.
so good. I think the game I enjoyed the most is I would spend a buddy of mine when I was in elementary school had leukemia, and one of his Make-A-Wish wishes was a Super Nintendo. So he got a Super Nintendo, and I was glad that he got it. So I got to spend the night at his house and like play Super Nintendo games. And we played Joe and Mac, which was a two caveman platformer game.
Oh.
And
Did he die?
no, he's alive.
Oh, good.
Yeah.
So you got a free
Yeah,
SNES.
he made it. He made it. He also got to go to Disney World, but I didn't get to go to Disney
Wow,
World.
he really swindled that Make-A-Wish Foundation.
Yeah. You got 2 wishes.
Yeah. Damn.
He also got to meet the Saints, who are
That's
the,
3 wishes.
the cheerleaders
What are they, a
for
genie?
the New Orleans Saints.
Great.
Really?
Jeff Blazer, $10. Sure. Elliot, favorite SNES? Oh, you
I
already said Donkey Kong.
Donkey Kong Country.
Donkey Kong?
Donkey, great game review guy.
Kong. Yeah.
Love him.
What's your favorite SNES game?
I'd say, yeah, probably Donkey Kong or Super Mario World. I've replayed Super Mario World.
Mario
games.
Kart was a great one.
Yeah.
There's a reason that they're classic.
Mortal Kombat, Ultimate Mortal Kombat 3,
F-Zero.
F-Zero, Star Fox, but doesn't really hold up.
Does not hold
It's not fun. It's
It's a
not
mess.
a fun game.
Cool. Let's see.
Yeah.
Kev at tsparkle23 wants to know a question for Joel, the wine connoisseur, the sommelier of ETC.
Am I?
Yeah. You are.
If I'm not really into alcohol, what good wine should I start out with, or should I even bother?
Well, I don't know. what-
Bodhi Dog Bitter Lemon Spray is a great starter liquor.
you just want to get a couple of spritzes in there,
If
and
you can get through that, you can get through anything.
Yeah. I don't know. It depends on what.
Bodhi
It
dog.
depends on what your taste is. I don't know if you like something a little bit more sweet, a little bit more like
Savory.
savory, a little buttery, a little tart, a
Well,
little.
talk about the difference between red and white and the pairing options and why you would drink a wine with a certain meal. I think
Yeah.
it's a good starting point for people who do not drink wine.
I think there are a lot of not rules. A lot of people say like you drink red with red meat or with like certain kinds of meat and or spicy foods, and drink white with certain kinds of foods. And the way I feel about it is drink what you want with whatever you want.
Yeah.
There are some things that like accentuate certain flavors in certain ways, and it's really interesting. Look, I don't know as much about it as I think you think I do.
You're not Steen Anners.
Not yet.
Steen Anners does the blind taste test and can identify like what region,
Does he
what
really?
style. Yeah.
I didn't know
A
that.
long time ago he did.
When?
He did it on a Respawn video years ago.
That's fucking.
He got blindfolded and he
impressive.
named the actual wine like
Yeah.
blindfolded. Yeah.
So like, there are some like cool things that you can do. A lot of like weirdly, you want to drink like acidic wines with acidic foods, and you would think that much acid would sort of like blow up in your face, but instead the acid in the wine takes away in the same way that we were talking about
coffee and the bitters?
the magic berries.
Yeah.
Like it takes away the acidity in the food, and so like you'll taste different things in the food, and then the food will take the acidity away in the wine, and so you'll taste like different notes in the wine, and that's very cool.
Yeah.
But like typically at my house, in this house, in the Rubin house, we drink a lot of Pinot Noir and Syrah because we like this, like the central coast of California is really close, and we try to get up there a lot.
Yeah, I enjoy mostly reds, but I will withhold a red if I'm eating seafood or something like that. But it's Cabernet and Malbec are my two.
Cabernet's like probably a little bit heavy for
Yeah.
most seafood, but like there are lots of reds that you can drink with cab. With,
Elliot
with,
has a
with
fucking
seafood.
wine of the month subscription.
Yeah, I got a whole cabinet, and all the girlfriend, she gets the Chardonnays. I don't touch that shit.
Yeah.
White wine's terrible. I can't. Actually, the only white wines I like are like Argentinian Albareños.
Woo!
And I'm allergic to them apparently.
Oh.
So yeah,
That sucks.
this is great.
It wreak
I had
havoc
an
on my
Albarino-
internal source.
I had an Albarino with oysters on Friday night.
It's a
It was
delicious wine. Yeah, but like the few times I've drank it, I'm like, oh wow, this is actually a white wine I enjoy. And then like 20 minutes later, I'm like I feel like there's a cat on my face.
Yeah.
It sucks.
Smiley reviews $24.99.
Wow.
$24.99.
Nice.
Couldn't quite get there, could you?
Thanks
Smiley?
for all the awesome content. Thank you very much, Smiley Reviews.
One easy payment of $24.99.
Yeah, the Aziz Ansari thing, the reason that whole thing was suspicious was because the girl that was involved was like, he forced me to drink white wine with scallops, and I wanted red. And it was like, well, you don't drink red wine with scallops.
You can drink whatever you want with whatever you want.
The lady will have a red.
Arian Johnson, $5. Nothing But Trouble is one of those films that freaked me out so much as a child, I eventually became obsessed with it. Tupac for the win, Bone Crusher for the win. Big Chop 53, $2. I perform my wine prison style.
Yeah,
Made in a
Pruno.
toilet.
Yeah.
Pruno.
Jenkum.
Pruno. I remember. I
Just
remember,
steal some yeast from the
We need
mess
to bring
hall.
back
a
the
little yeast.
Jenkum challenge.
Bring
to
the
YouTube.
canned peaches back to your cell. Get a little Ziploc bag. Let it sit down in that
Yeah.
U-bin for about a month and a half, and baby, you got yourself a wine.
Guys, I know a lot of you are very young. You haven't been on the internet for a while, but there was a Jenkum challenge, years ago before YouTube. And
What is
I'd love-
Jenkum
What is
exactly?
Jenkum?
Jenkum is when you piss and shit into a glass jug, and then you
Yeah.
put one of those hot water balloons over the top.
Yeah.
And when it fills up with enough gas,
Okay.
you know that it's good to huff, and that you get high off of it. Apparently,
Great.
It was a joke. It was a joke that someone made online, and then they were saying it was getting big in Florida because that's where all drugs get big. It's like the Broward County Sheriff had to issue a thing that was like, Jenkum, not even once. So,
And then Fox News did a report on Jenkum, and how all the teens are trying Jenkum.
and then that got him to try it, just like Tide Pods.
Yeah. Let's get another question.
What's the lamest vacation you've ever been on? This is from Gabrielle at Boldest Bronze. What's the lamest vacation you've ever been on? His was to Tucson every year, or hers.
Oh, yeah. I was on a lame vacation in Tucson once. What a hellhole. It's just not. There's no reason to go there. My cousins moved there, so we visited.
Was it a vacation? There was a reason to go, though.
I mean, my family went to visit my cousin, my aunt and uncle's family. So it was like a family visit. There's no real occasion to it. I mean, I think we were we'll get to go to the zoo and see some weird armadillos and shit. I think we did.
You can see those on the road on the way.
In general, I mean, it was 120 degrees. It was miserable.
I think the lamest vacation I ever went on was a work trip. Brett and I went to Minecon, and it was super lame. So we ditched Minecon and took the train into Paris and spent the night in Paris
Oh, yeah.
instead. Yeah.
Yeah, I always liked any vacation because it was just getting out of town. So I guess the lamest vacation was we would go to North Carolina to see my dad's childhood friend and his family, and it's that is lame, but I was in a different state, so it was kind of cool.
Crossing state lines.
I mean, yeah, the drive sucked, because we would always take time to get there. We'd see family friends along the way to get to North Carolina, because it's a 16-hour drive from where we lived. And so, on the way there, we'd stop and be like, "Oh, cool, we're in Atlanta. That's cool." But on the way back,
to the Coke Museum?
My dad would do it in a one take, 18-hour drive straight, and only stop to nap for a little bit. That was the worst.
Was he wearing a catheter?
And all I had was the Game Boy.
Oh, without the backlight.
And yeah, so I'd have to only during the daytime, and then you'd have to keep cranking batteries into it, or play it with having put the center console light on, or play with the lights.
Turn that light off.
Yeah,
I can't
see.
Thank you mentioned Atlanta. That is actually the lamest actual vacation lamest that
Yeah.
I've been on. I went for like a 4-day trip when I was in middle school or something, and it was like in the early '90s. Atlanta is a lot cooler now, I think, than it used to be. But it was like we went to the Coke Museum, we went to the Underground, which is a mall underground, and we went to
Yeah.
Stone Mountain, and we were like a
Oh,
bunch of
Stone Mountain.
Jews at Stone Mountain. Like it was not. It was lame. It was not a lot of fun.
They need
We
to blow
felt
that mountain
super
up.
uncomfortable. That was lame.
It's the only Confederate monument they literally can't physically take down.
Yeah.
No, they could take it down.
They can just blow it off, I guess.
Shear it
Yeah,
off
I
the
went and
side.
saw that too. I went to the, it was like the,
The laser light show.
Travis Tritt presents the laser light show, and they do a laser light show on the side of the mountain.
Travis
Do
Tritt.
they sing? Is the finale still "Proud to Be an American"?
Yeah, I think so,
Yeah.
yeah.
God, it's so
Everyone
bad.
gets their blankets out. Yeah.
Stone Mountain, for those of you who don't know,
It's a giant, like, wart.
It's this huge hill,
Have you seen it,
mountain
Elliot?
hillside
No.
cliff, kind of in Atlanta, outside of Atlanta.
Not to be confused with the YouTuber Stone Mountain 64.
Right, who is a good person.
Yeah.
And on the cliff they've carved in the early 20th
Holy
century.
shit. What the fuck?
A relief portrait of Confederate generals marching under a Confederate flag to honor the history of the Confederacy.
What the
and they
fuck?
and they do performances there and laser light shows, and they've tried to make it more Americana.
Yeah.
Since
trying to get, like, an
racism
overhead
is
shot.
bad, but it's still like a shitty Confederate monument. It's so awful, and I
Yeah.
hate it.
Yeah, it doesn't even look that cool. It's just
Oh
sort of
God, the
like,
cocologists are here. Yep,
The
here we are,
cocologists. Yeah.
cucking it up.
we got a super chat from
Oh, yeah. Ecogen.
Echogen, $5. I remember seeing the trailer for Nothing But Trouble before Drop Dead Fred when I was a kid.
That's another good
That
one.
was a
movies,
solid
yeah.
movie. I love Drop Dead Fred.
You know what I did watch recently as a Saturday movie, just because it was on like HBO or something, and whenever it's on, it's like I could watch at any point in this movie, I could drop in and love it. And it
Young
was,
Einstein.
It was Dana's first time seeing it, and she was tripped out by it. But it was Don't Tell Mom the Babysitter's Dead, which is a
That's
fantastic
a great
movie.
It's a great movie. It's
It-
really
very,
funny.
very feminine, strong.
Yeah.
It's a very feminist movie.
Yep.
She's juggling all this stuff. It's also a great coming of age because it's one of those movies where children realize that, adults, it's not a real picnic being an adult.
Yeah, it's
it's not too much fun.
Responsibilities are hard.
Yeah, it's very hard.
Yeah.
They spend this poor teenage girl goes to work for a fashion designer, and she's bringing home a paycheck. And you know what her little brother and sister do? They go out and they buy full Marshall stacks and guitars and spend all the money on big screen TVs and the latest VHS tape. And she's just upset because she's worked a long, hard day.
So all she wants to come home and is have a hot meal.
Yeah. And then eventually she does. They come together and they realize that, you know what? It's stronger than being a teenager and having fun.
Love.
Being a family.
Here's another good one you
Is
should
that
watch.
Christina Applegate, right?
Yes.
Yeah, it
Yes,
is.
it is.
Did you ever see Earth Girls Are Easy?
No, I've never seen that.
It's a
I've never seen
really
either.
fucking weird movie.
I want to see it too.
It is very strange.
It's Jim Carrey and
Jim
Jeff
Carrey, Jeff
right?
Goldblum, and Damon Wayans. Cyndi Lauper is in the film, I believe. It's about 3 aliens who can't get laid on their home planet,
Yep.
so they come to Earth, and they crash land in some Southern California woman's swimming pool.
Yeah.
And they go to the beauty salon and get shaved, and underneath they're a bunch of hunky dudes.
Yeah. It's kind of like what dudes from the UK do now.
Yeah, I saw Love Actually.
American Girls Are Easy. Let's go vacation in Orlando, Florida.
Once you open the mouth, they're like, oh, it's like Colin Firth. I'm just like Bridget Jones.
Juan Ortiz has a good question about the road trip stuff. Have you ever stopped at one of those highway attractions on the way? And the big one for me, and maybe you've been there as well, is South of the Border. Have you ever been to South of the Border?
No, it's south of the border.
South of the Border is a tourist trap that it's in, like, I think South Carolina. They sell fireworks and like hot sauces and stuff. And the big thing to go see is like a 200-foot tall sombrero.
Whoa,
And you
that's
can
a
get
big
out
sombrero.
And walk around the sombrero, but it doesn't make any sense because it's in
Why
South
is it-
Carolina.
yeah.
Do they ever do a Guinness World Record attempt for the largest Mexican hat dance?
I don't know.
They ought to. It's a
Yeah,
genius
South
idea.
Carolina is not close
Yeah,
to
there you go.
Mexico at all.
That's a big guy.
Oh, I like that sign's pretty badass.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it's one of those things where you'll see billboards for it for
Yeah.
hundreds of miles. Like, you're almost to the south of the border. I mean, like, look at that, though. Woo!
I think the worst tourist trap I've been to is Anderson's Pea Soup. All up and down the California
Oh, yeah.
highways.
Don't do
there are
it.
billboards, and so you kind of think it's a thing. It's fucking split
Split
pea
P.
soup.
Anderson's.
You
It's
go
just
to
fucking
this
soup.
shitty restaurant, and it's like an old restaurant from the 50s, and it's split pea soup.
Yeah.
There's one in going across, I think, like Montana and Wyoming called The Thing. And it's like
What is The Thing?
It's like a mummy or something like that.
Okay.
But then there's one that doesn't even make sense. It's a roadside attraction because it made itself one. It's called Wall Drug, and that's
Oh, yeah.
another one up there.
Yeah, yeah.
And it's just a big truck stop. But you'll see signs for it hundreds of miles away, like only 250 miles to Wall Drug.
Well, when you're a long haul, Ricky, now when you're a long haul trucker on the road for thousands of miles, you start looking forward to the simple things.
Well, you sound like a long haul
free
prospector.
ice water. Wall Drug. Free ice water. Wall Drug. Half block. Ice water store.
I think it's the largest,
Free ice water.
truck stop in the world. I think.
It is one.
Free
of them.
ice water.
Hot coffee only 5 cents.
Hot coffee,
Wall
only
Drug.
5 cents.
Yeah. There's a. I've always wanted to do. I've done a bit of Route 66, but obviously the highway is built like 10 miles from the actual Route 66 now.
Right.
Although it cuts right through Albuquerque of all places.
Yeah.
But it's yeah. I've always wanted to do those weird roadside attractions.
One
over there.
roadside attraction I always say yes to is the Cracker Barrel.
Yes.
How can you not?
The food is pretty good for what
chicken
it
fried
Pretty
steak.
okay.
is. Yeah,
Hole up at
better
the
than
Koa,
I would assume.
Move on over to the Koa campground after
Right.
some Cracker Barrel. We did that on our trip to Albuquerque.
Yeah.
Yeah. Chicken fried steak, and you play a little brain game.
When you've been driving for 15 hours, a Cracker Barrel trip is a true
Were
highlight.
y'all on the Need for Speed road trip that we did?
Oh, yeah, we did that too.
We all did that? Yeah.
Yeah.
It wasn't a Cracker Barrel. We stopped at one restaurant in like,
It was a museum of death.
yeah, it was basically someone just happened to have a ridiculous taxidermy collection and was like, yeah, fuck it, let's put a restaurant around this shit.
Oh, was that?
Like
it was
hundreds of dead animals.
It was like
Yeah.
north of San Luis Obispo.
yeah,
Yeah, what-
Central
yeah.
California.
And it was a steakhouse, but the
was
entire
good.
building was
The
just
food was
covered.
great, though.
Yeah.
It was covered.
If
in
you ever
dead
want to get a
animals.
Multiple
steak
bears.
stuffed inside of a steak, you should go to that restaurant.
Yeah.
Let's get one more question, and then I have to pee.
Yeah, we
and
got
then
a
eat.
bunch of.
Yeah,
get the super
Ricardo
chats.
Gomez.
Yeah.
I live in Tucson and met someone on vacation here. I was very confused. RG Gomez shouts out from. Oh yeah, RG Gomez. Arian Johnson. I guess I should address my name. Yes, I am a black guy with the name Arian. Adolf appropriated that one from the Persians, not his first foray.
It's true.
There you go. Thank you. Matthew Miller, $5. The original Blues Brothers and the original Ghostbusters are the movies I can just watch. It's great to watch a mission from God and fighting ghosts.
They're both classics.
Yep. I always forget. Every time I watch Blues Brothers again, I'm like, this movie's fantastic.
Yeah.
But it just seems a little daunting. It's a long movie.
It's like 2 hours long,
Yeah.
and there are some boring parts.
Yeah.
Nah, it's just cars. They destroyed like 700.
They drove
cars.
through a mall.
Yes, that is
Great
the
musical
scene.
numbers, too.
Great
Yeah.
musical numbers. Aretha Franklin,
yeah.
Scatman Carruthers. Woo!
Ecogen, $5. Never go to the Gangster Museum in Hot Springs. It's literally just a bunch of stuff that Al Capone almost bought. Visit Al Capone's vault
Yeah,
in
it
Chicago.
sounds like Al Capone's vault.
Yeah.
It could have anything in it.
And it could also have nothing.
Yeah.
It could have nudes of Danica Patrick. I
We
don't
don't know.
You gotta pay.
Yeah, you got to go to the website, goodaddy.com. Putting all entertainment aside, this is from David Chozette. Putting all entertainment
This is our last
aside,
question, and I'm out. I'm
Okay,
leaving
I
after
do
this.
have to urinate as well.
Yeah, okay.
Last question. Putting all entertainment aside, what are you guys looking forward to for the rest of the year?
Putting entertainment aside.
Yeah. Saving for my wedding.
Yeah, you gotta do that.
Oh, that's
Planning
so
the wedding.
Sweet. That's so sweet.
Yeah.
Planning a wedding is not fun.
Ooh.
It sucks.
MK Songbird, first of all, great logo. I love Glassjaw. Second of all, the Muter Museum
It's great.
Oh yeah.
is amazing.
That is
Go there.
awesome.
I've
That-
never been to Pittsburgh.
Definitely, it's Philadelphia.
Oh, it's Philadelphia.
Yeah.
Definitely go to the Muter Museum. It is the most fucked up thing you'll see. It's a medical museum.
It's really cool. It's like medical oddities from the late 19th century.
Yeah, I've seen
Yeah.
pictures of it. It's fucking gnarly. There's
I
like
used
heads
to-
in jars.
I used to.
They have a whole
when I was
fetus.
in-
They have a whole floor of fetuses.
When I was in college, I did like at least 2 or 3 first dates there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
First dates?
Yeah,
Weirdo.
it's a good like barometer.
Yeah, I guess.
Yeah.
What am I looking forward to this year? Going to the
Writing
museum.
Parker plays.
Nah, probably not this year. 2019, baby. I'm looking forward to a secret that I can't say right now.
Okay.
Elliot?
That's not very compelling. I'm sorry.
Yeah, I don't know. Wait, are you having a baby?
No. No.
Okay. Yeah, I don't know. I'm going to the Philippines. First time in Asia.
Ooh. Watch out for Duterte. You've talked a lot of shit on him.
I have. I'm sure there's a file on me.
Yeah.
But I'm not too worried about it.
Yeah.
That's like
why
when
would you be?
Lindsay and Brett just got back from Russia. I'm like, what are you doing?
I know.
What are you doing? You guys definitely have a file.
And Brett was like, it's fine.
No, I'm like, you should. I was like, my one tip of advice: do your taxes really well for the next 3 years.
God, yeah, what a ding dong.
Yeah, Russia is kind of a no-go zone for me right now.
But the
Sorry.
Philippines are okay for you?
Well,
I mean, it's hundreds of islands.
well,
I
if you
guess.
look at a map of the Philippines, yeah, it's spread the fuck out. I'm going to some like little tiny island that's like nowhere near. any of
Don't
the
tell
major
anyone where it
cities.
is.
Is it resorty or is it like
It's
junk?
resorty. Like it's literally like girlfriend's distant relatives like own
The island.
the island.
What's the word for the string of islands again that I always mess up that I can't say?
Archipelago?
Archipelago.
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 It's an archipelago.
Hey, listen, it's baby
Gulag
steps.
Archipelago.
It's an arpeggio.
Baby steps, Joel. Because thanks to Elliot, I no longer say nuclear.
Oh my God.
I say nuclear like a normal person.
Like a human.
Yeah. And I no longer have to make a mental note as I'm saying it. It comes out naturally.
I never said nuclear. I only ever said nuclear. But then when everyone started making fun of George Bush, I started getting paranoid that I was going to say the wrong thing. And so I started stumbling over it, even though I never had done it before.
Really quick, easy answer here from all three of us to get to. William Wilson at Das Willis X. What's your favorite beer? His is Guinness.
Interesting. Right now, I'd say probably Lagunitas IPA. Been
Good
drinking a lot
go-to.
of that.
My go-to is my go-to favorite is Amagang Rare Voss, which I love. But Jason Brazato has introduced me to all these hazy IPAs, which I never had before.
I
which
like
are
the hazies, but
so
They're not good
tasty.
for the old beer
They
barrel
are
down
not,
here.
but they are real
they are
tasty.
full of calories and they will give you awful hangovers.
Yeah, and
But they
nothing but
taste nice.
carbs. And yeah, I'd say for the go-to that you can probably get anywhere in the country, Bell's Two Hearted is
Yeah.
the most well-rounded.
That is a damn good beer.
It's
Got
somewhere.
the fish on it.
It's just in between pale ale and IPA. It's not overbearing, like it's not a like super hop-heavy IPA.
I'm so tired.
But it's not. It's also not the like I really want to like the Northeast IPAs, like the because they're a bit like sweeter, like the Northeast Coast. You know what's the Dogfish Head and stuff.
Yeah.
They're just a bit sweet.
Caramelly.
But this is like a nice balance of everything. Bell's
I'm
Two Hearted
so
is.
tired of the race to the most bitter fucking beer. It's not fun and it's not tasty and it sucks.
Yeah.
On like a Saturday or something, I tend to drink like Pilsners because they're lighter, but they have some taste. They're not like a Budweiser.
I'm a big fan of session IPAs.
Yeah.
I was not a big fan of Golden Road at all until they made Wolf Pup, which is a IPA that is 4% alcohol. You can
Yeah.
just like throw those back all day and not embarrass yourself.
Yeah.
And I do that.
Seabass 101, 10 Australian dollars. I think that's what the A stands for. It says, here you go, guys. Before we get out of here, and again, Joel, thank you for joining us.
Thanks for having me
We had a
on.
great time.
This has been just spectacular.
Well, you know what's
Spectacular.
better than you? Sponsored messages. Put up the declaration. No, sit down. You have to sit down.
You are endorsing this product with your product.
Sponsored message. Big thanks again to Google Cloud for sponsoring our live show. Looking to move to the cloud, check out the Google. I mess it up every time. Looking to move to the cloud, check out the Google Cloud Platform Weekly Podcast, where Google developers and advocates answer your questions. They also get in the weeds and they talk to experts, customers, and partners about the Google Cloud Platform. So click the link below in the description to subscribe to that podcast or visit them at g.co/GCP podcast. Thank you very much. A huge shout out to all of the huge super chats today.
Was this
all
your
the new
biggest super
producers.
chat day?
It might be. DJ229 and Alonzo Jenkins. And then last week.
Alonzo Jenkum.
And then last week, Sauron was a big donator. Thank you very much for those. July Hypothesis, $4. Elliot, do something strange for a piece. Elliot, as we exit, do something strange. And that'll be it for us today. Thank you for joining us. Thank you, Twitch. We see the chat over there.
Thanks
Thank
again,
you everyone for
Elliot.
joining us. Elliot, do something weird.
There you go. Was really weird.
No. No. I don't want
Bad
it.
Elliot.
It's still